Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? And welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. However, this time we're not building a house. I thought that, because I got dine out, it would be a pretty convenient idea to actually go ahead and build a restaurant. So originally, I wanted to do like a seafood place, and I did do one. But I don't know. There was just something that didn't quite work out for me, so I didn't use it, and that's partially why the video is kind of late. I think the other reason is because my procrastination knows no bounds. So yeah. Anyways, so I decided instead to do like this kind of Mexican restaurant. I think it's like this, Mexican theme. It looks like it's in a Mexican theme to me. I could be wrong, no expert, but I'm really happy with the way that it came out. It looks awesome. It's definitely one of the more unique things I've done. Personally, at least, I think it's one of the more unique things that I've done. And everything worked out quite smoothly. I gotta say the interior it's like a 50-50. I'm kind of happy with it, kind of not. There's just like, I guess in certain parts where I feel like I could have maybe done more. But then again, when I thought about restaurants, I mean, it's not like you have all these millions and hundreds of little decorations that, someone's house would. It's got, a few things here and there. So I don't know. I try to keep it kind of simplistic, not going too crazy. I gotta say, it's the outside that really gets me. The outside is done absolutely fantastically. I don't know if I could say it like that. And again, I should stop doing this. But it happens by accident every time. There are a few things, again, that you won't see in the recording, but you will see it in the screenshots, so don't worry too much about it. I do try and, as always, get everything in during the recording, but sometimes some things happen. I forget, and yeah. And again, this time there was like a crash. I had literally finished, I think, pretty much most of the interior, and then it crashed. I think it's this recording software, but yeah, I had to deal with another crash, except this time it was bad. This time it was really bad, because I'd finished the interior, literally everything, and then it crashed, and then when I checked my save, I had not done anything in the interior. So that was quite a setback. Also, that completely destroyed my mood. So I literally even just stopped recording for a while. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do this again. Just can't deal with this right now. But yeah, other than that, pretty much everything you see me do now will be there. And this, again, just minor changes. I do try and not do that. It just happens in all my videos. It just happens. But yeah, so this was like the little outside part of the restaurant. I just feel like you gotta have one of those. I don't know how functional it's gonna be, because I haven't actually played any of the dine out. I mostly just build, to be honest. I'll if I do start actually playing, then I'll play for a really short while and then feel the need to go build something again, and then just never go back to what I was originally doing. So yeah, in terms of functionality, I don't quite know how functional this will be. Like the whole outside part of the restaurant, I don't know if that's going to make the waiters take longer to serve food, and if that could cause problems. I'm not sure. But it should be fine. I believe it should be fine. These bathrooms, if I have to be honest, are not my best work, but I really felt like I've got to kind of make sure that the toilets are out of sight, unless you actually walk directly to the thing. I don't know, it just had to be. And then that just creates a very limited amount of space. As you can see, I did make the women's bathroom bigger. I think that's just how it always is. They just need bigger bathrooms, I guess. But yeah, not the most greatest bathroom design, but I mean, this isn't, again, like I said before, this isn't meant to be like a fancy place at all. It's actually just very, what is the word? Very basic. I don't know, it's very basic. It's not a fancy place, you know? You'd actually, now that I'm looking at this, I don't think I tiled the bathroom floors. Like, that just occurred to me. Let's pretend that's what I meant to do, and it looks fine. I think it looks fine. I can't believe I actually forgot to do that. But yeah, that's too late now. It looks fine though. It looks fine. It looks fine. Let's not worry. So initially, when I tested out the what are those things called, man? The why can't I think of the word now? The, you know, little sofas with the tables. What are they? I don't know what they're called. Wow, how did this slip my mind? Anyways, I tested that, and it didn't want to work. Like, you couldn't put the one couch on the one side and then another one on the other side of the table. It just refused, which was a pity, but it led me to doing what I did over there, which was like create those little small half walls with like a little fence on top. And I don't know, that looked pretty cool. This little area, I just kind of wanted to just not make the door to the kitchen so open, you know, because it's not really something that anyone should just be able to like walk straight up to. So yeah, I just kind of put that wall there, and then the dartboard just felt like, you know, that was the right place to put it. All the TVs, like, this restaurant's more like a semi kind of bar restaurant, like the place you'd go, you know, get a drink and maybe a burger. You know, nothing like a special meal, although obviously it being The Sims, it's not going to go so detailed, so you can obviously get whatever you want, but the idea was for it to be like, you know, just that kind of place where you'd go drink and some nachos, watch the sports on the TV, something like that. I don't know if I kind of went overboard with the menus. I don't think I did. I don't know. I just feel like they should be kind of everywhere. Yeah, so a lot of the things you see now are pretty much exactly the way they are after the game crashes, because this was before. But you will see like just really, really small minor changes. And of course, in the screenshots, you'll see that. But pretty much everything's still the same. And really, I feel like I do this every video where I've got to explain that there will be things different. I don't know, man. It just happens. I can't really control that. I do obviously try to make sure that whatever I do on camera stays like that. But I don't know. Sometimes, you know, when you're going over things, you're like, oh, okay, hang on, this would look better like this. And then you change it, and then, you know, it would be weird to record the changes as well, because there'd be like a lot of small recordings. I don't know. I just didn't do it like that. So yeah, this was the, I guess, waiting room thing. You know, when if the place happens to be full and you just need to wait a few minutes for your seat, you know, there's some couches or something right there by the host little table stand thing. This room, again, this is one of the places that changed. Basically, the couches just moved from that wall to the one on the left, and then I put windows here where that menu was. Just, I don't know, it just felt right, and it also just looked better from the outside. Then for this outside part, I felt like I need a little bit more, you know, well, not single, but like little square tables, because I would actually think most people would go to a restaurant as two, but oh well, you know, I did try and add a few single tables there, you know, for just two people, or even one, but You're not going to see one person or two people sitting at a table for four. It was weird. Yeah, and then this little garden thing on the outside, pretty cluttered, but I think it came out pretty decent. And I do show myself, or in the recording I do show this just a little front part here. The rest I do off camera, because again it just becomes a little bit redundant, doing sort of the same thing. And I mean, they were slightly different, obviously, but don't want to watch me putting down plants the whole time. So yeah, I didn't record it. And it's not really a long video either. As a matter of fact, we are about to go into the screenshots now, and then we can actually see what it is I changed. So there we are, a few things I added on the exterior which you didn't see on the beginning, like the sign and the stuff on the roof and so forth, and it just really topped it off, made it look fantastic. The outside looking great. Inside, again, everything's very kind of simplistic, not too much going on, but I kind of felt like that's the way it should be. Yeah, so the chairs, like I said, that swapped around. And this place looks pretty much identical to the way it did before. Didn't really change much, one or two things. The bar and then your little, soccer t-shirt there. Mexican vibe. I felt like, they're going to be big fans of of soccer, not plural. That would make sense. Yeah. So that is pretty much it for this build. I call this place Habanero, I guess. I don't know. It works. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to leave a like and drop a comment. I will see you in the next one. This is Moses getting ready to bounce.